This is Vicki from the Dakota Center for Independent Living. We're a nonprofit agency who works with people with disabilities in the Bismarck area. I'd like to introduce you to Walter. Thank you so much, Walter, for meeting with us today and sharing your story.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you realize the impact that your success may one day have in the lives of other individuals or that are currently homeless, or may one day find themselves homeless, walking the same journey as what you have walked. So your success story could very possibly impact someone and could be very inspiring to someone else, or even a life-changing experience for another homeless person. So do we have your permission to use this video as a teaching tool or an informational tool to teach others about the face of homelessness and the success that can be achieved? Okay. So Walter, the first time that, from what I read in the records, the first time that we met you from the Dakota Center was in September of 2009, and you were living at the Ruth Myers Drop-In Center and didn't qualify for residency. So you asked DCIL to be your representative payee, is that correct?
Right.
Okay. What other services did you receive at that time from DCIL? Do you remember?
Susan files everything for me.
She does? Okay. Like she helped you with housing?
She helped me with everything.
Okay. So housing, shelter, whatever, food, medical, benefits, everything that you needed to get going, right? Okay. And from what I've read about homelessness, homeless people are regularly normal people that live normal lives, but for some unfortunate reason end up homeless. Some of these reasons that I found are whether it was a divorce, an addiction, and or mental health. What kind of work did you do, Walter, before you were homeless?
I worked construction.
Construction? Okay.
Played a little music on the side.
Okay. And
not very often, but once in a while.
Where did you live at, Walter? Where'd you come from?
I was down in Arizona for a year. Before that, I was 20 years in California, back and forth with my parents as well. Maybe Christmas or a birthday, that was it.
Okay.
But I did work 20 years in construction overall.
Okay.
California. But we also worked in Mexico, which is Los Angeles, a good portion. We did a little work in Canada, and we did a little work in Central America, and we did a little work in Northern South America.
Okay. So you were successful in your business career then, huh?
I would say so.
Yeah.
We got a bonus in a year, that was nice.
Yeah, right.
Depending on how good we were to people.
Yeah.
And I might say the outdoors, the ecology.
Yeah. Okay.
The environment.
So how did your disability begin? Where would you say that began at? Your
neuropathy? I would say it began when that's hard to say because it was up and down like a roller coaster. I would say it began, I went to Cleveland Clinic, and that's where they discovered it, and I was 13.
Okay, neuropathy, is that what you said?
That's the same word.
Okay.
But it was up and down like a roller coaster.
Okay. And it got to the point, at one point, where you kind of lost contact with your family, is that right?
It's not, oh yeah, I did for a year.
Okay, all right.
That was a lesson well learned.
Okay. When did you find yourself homeless? At what point?
You know, I'm gonna say, well, let's put it this way. When I was in Arizona a year, okay, and then I hooked up with Susan, so to speak, and that solved all the problems.
Okay, so you were in Arizona for a year before coming to North Dakota. What brought you to North Dakota?
I thought it might be good for my health to experience really hot weather, and then comes up
and
almost severe cold weather.
Yeah, the extremes, huh? Oh, you definitely find those here.
As you can see, the environment does have a lot to offer because I'm still here today.
Yeah. How long have you been here now?
Here?
In North Dakota?
It's been what? 8
years. Wow.
Geez, time flies.
You must have liked something about it, Walter, to stay that long
in the same apartment.
It's hard to live in a small community when I'm so used to the large community. But
yeah.
it's an experience.
Yeah, I can imagine it is. And how did you find out about the Dakota Center and Susan?
Someone must have told me.
The shelter?
Somewhere along the
'Cause
way,
you're
the
well
shelter?
known in a lot of different ways.
Oh,
You are.
didn't know that.
Hard work pays off.
Your sister said it had been 10 years since they had talked to you.
Wait, I just talked to her.
No, back when I got
No,
a
no,
hold
no,
of her,
no, no,
she said we hadn't
no.
seen Walter in 10 years.
Let me think here. No, she must be talking about I only stop home for birthdays. I only stop home for Christmas. So I agree with that, but other than that, it
Yeah.
was just a year and a half. You know? 'Cause
Okay.
like I said, nicest girl in the world.
Okay.
But she's
So-
already got a husband, still won't let me out of her arms. So what can I
She's
say?
pretty protective. That's the way sisters are.
She's lovely.
So, being homeless in North Dakota, what are some of the things that you encountered? Maybe barriers or challenges when you were homeless?
No. Well, the rain and snow. The
Rain and snow and the cool weather. Did you come when it was winter time?
No. I come up in the fall.
Okay. But you experienced the winter cold homeless, correct?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Was it hard to find some place to go or to stay warm?
No, I've never had the problem.
Okay.
And in the warmer climate, you will, it's pretty hot. You don't have any problems with the cold, but it is hot.
Okay.
So in other words, in one area you can have problems with the cold. In another area you have problems with the heat.
Yeah,
But,
right.
as long as
Kind
you
of
can find
balances out.
shade, it works pretty good.
Yeah. Did you have any trouble finding medical?
No.
Okay, Susan helped you with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And shelter?
Yeah.
She helped you find some place to live and look for your work?
Uh-huh.
So but I think that you're the one that went in and applied for the jobs. It wasn't that the Dakota Center went in and did everything for you. They just assisted you in getting you to where you needed to go to get that stuff accomplished, correct?
Like I suggested Dr. Thorson, but you went.
Yeah.
Yeah, family practice.
You did the...
Yeah, I
You
did
went on
family
your own.
practice here in Mandan.
Yeah.
I did.
Yep.
And the jobs you went in and applied for yourself that
Always,
you've had. Yep.
Always.
Yep.
And
You
he
do.
worked for like Labor Ready.
Yeah, the reason I picked temp services was it gave me a little time to myself, and they're great people. As long as you pay attention and do what they say,
Uh-huh.
and all the check is there at the end of the day, and works out better. For
You
me
get
that way.
paid to pay your rent, right?
Yeah. Oh
Yep,
yeah.
take
Whatever
care.
else I need.
Yep. Did you meet any interesting people along the way, Walter?
I've
Any?
met thousands of people working in Mexico, a little bit of Canada,
Okay.
United States.
What about during your homeless time?
You always meet people. It all depends on how your day goes.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
How does it depend? I'm curious.
Well, if you have time to
Stop
go out
and
and do things, if you've got something on your mind, it's a little different,
yeah, yeah.
And
Okay.
Walter, you lived in Sheridan, Wyoming before you came to Dakota
That was
Center.
only for,
That
was
was-
Cheyenne.
They were Cheyenne. They were your
Yeah.
payee.
That's not exactly how it worked. I went in, and that was all done in one day.
Wow.
One
You
day.
got Social Security.
Yeah, one day.
Them.
Yeah, there's something about Cheyenne when it comes to all that stuff that's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the state representative, as far as I know, I might be wrong, is in Cheyenne for the whole organization. At least she was at one time.
Hmm.
So there's something about Cheyenne that's a little bit different.
Okay. So, do you have any memorable experiences stories you'd want to share about when you were homeless? Anything that kind of sticks out in your mind?
Can get a little boring at times.
Yeah. So what do you do when you're homeless and you don't have a job? What do you do with your day?
I just sort of try to get some sleep.
Yeah. What about other people that you ran into that were homeless? What do they do usually during the day?
You know, I really don't know.
Okay.
You know, some go to work, some, so to speak, hang out, and some waste their time.
Yeah. What if they can't find a place to stay or a shelter that will help them? Where do they
There's
go?
always one.
Is there?
Sure, like the Bruce Myers house over here. There's the Salvation Army. There's always somewhere to go that'll put a roof over your head.
Okay, because I just moved back here not that long ago, and I remember driving through Bismarck, and I saw some people sleeping under a tree at one time.
That's possible.
Yeah, that happens too, huh?
Yeah, that's possible.
Probably in a park or.
Oh yeah. That's possible. But like I say, now this city doesn't have a mission for the Salvation Army that I know of.
Right.
But a lot of cities do, and you know, they're pretty nice too.
Yeah.
And you can't take advantage of them, but they're pretty nice.
Yeah. So how did you reconnect with your sister and your mother? I know that you're moving now.
I've always had the phone number.
Okay. All right. And you're.
What about Facebook?
Not
I
until.
found your sister on Facebook.
Yeah, but not until I got a so-called computer.
Okay. All right. And your plans are, what do you see for your future? What does your future look like now?
I think it looks pretty good.
Does it?
Yeah.
Good. Compared to 8 years ago, how much hope do you have today and compared to what you had?
It might look like I'm down, but you know, I get up pretty quick.
Oh, you know what? When I saw you coming across the park, it looked like you were skipping. You didn't look down to me at all.
Yeah.
You looked like you were pretty happy.
Yeah. You know, when you dwell on something long enough, it tends to, wear on you. But I don't stay down for long. I get back up.
There's always something positive to look for, isn't there? That can bring you back up.
Yeah, there's always something that'll lead you along.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But if you stay where you're at in those dark places, you don't go too far.
Nope, you don't.
Yeah. So your future, you're moving to Iowa and you're going to go...
No.
No?
I'm going to Ohio.
Oh,
Then
okay.
I'm moving to Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
I've got some friends down there.
Good.
I've never been to Atlanta, Georgia. I spent a lot of time in Los Angeles, but...
Has your time here helped you to grow at all as far as self-confidence?
I
or
learned.
You learned what? What did you learn?
Well, like you say, confidence. This environment is different than a lot of others.
Yeah.
You know, so with each environment, there's a new experience.
Right. So would you say that Susan and the Dakota Center for Independent Living has had quite a bit to do with where you're at today?
They're the greatest.
Okay.
They are the greatest.
Okay. It helped you, right? Helped you along the way on that journey.
Certainly.
Good.
We've become good friends.
Good.
You know, there's an old song by, what was it, Janis Joplin, Tear a Piece of My Heart Out. That's what Susan did.
Yeah.
And her husband as well.
Yeah. Good. Good. Well, we're happy.
Janis
We don't
Joplin.
want you to forget us. So, like I said, we're going to give you a copy of all this so
Okay,
that.
I appreciate that.
And
2 for my sisters, so she don't worry about me when I go out the front door.
yeah, it's good that you have somebody to care about you.
Yeah,
though.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Well, thanks, Walter. Thank you so much for meeting with us and being the face of homelessness for us that we can show to others. The success that you've had, we're proud of you. And we're going to call, like I said, we're going to call this full circle. You've come from full circle. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. I've done it before. I've done it before, and I'll do it again.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Thanks,
job.
Walter.